let us know what an Upanishad is. While talking about the Veda and Vedanta, I used the word Upanishad. Upanishad. This is a combination of three different things. Upa is an upasarga. Upa plus ni plus sad. Shad is a root. In Sanskrit there are dhatus. Shad is a root. To this root, Upa and ni are the upasargas, are the prefixes which I have added. So this Upa means near. Upa plus ni. Ni means nishchayena, nishcheshena, that is surely, definitely. And then Shadl means it gives three meanings. In Sanskrit, dhatus, they give one or two or three meanings sometimes. So that is one in the sense of weakening, the other in the sense of helping you to attain something, the other in the sense of totally removing. One is weakening, one is helping to attain, number three is say eradicating or removing. So what is it that is weakening and what is it is helping us to attain and what is it is eradicating? So three meanings, in all three senses, the meaning of Upanishad has been explained by the say commentators. So the first meaning is it weakens our feeling of I and me, because this Upanishad, it tells about this Brahman, the nature of Brahman, etc. So it weakens by constantly listening to the nature of your own self. So your own whatever identity you have built up, that identity becomes weak. The feeling of I and me, all these things, they become weak. You will become more expansive rather, in the sense that you think that you start thinking that the whole entire thing is Brahman. What all we see is nothing but Brahman. So in that sense, that it weakens, this Upanishad is something which gradually weakens your own perception of your own raga, dvesha, that is likes, dislike, enmity, hatred, all those feelings it weakens. Then gati, then it helps you to attain. It helps you to attain this Brahmajnana. It helps you to attain the knowledge of that ultimate, knowledge of that Brahman or ultimate as we call it. The third meaning is, that is avasadhanam, visharana gati avasadhanam, means that is eradicating what? Eradicating our ignorance. So once you are through this Upanishad, once you are say totally concentrating on this Upanishad, or once you are dwelling on this Upanishad, then it slowly eradicates that ajnana, it removes the ajnana. So in all these three senses, the meaning of Upanishad is given. Then next, then there are 108 Upanishads altogether. We know that there are 4 Vedas, and we know that this Vedanta or Upanishad is the final portion of the Veda. That is the final, at the end of each Veda, there are a few Upanishads. So these 4 Vedas, they have so many Upanishads. All the Upanishads put together, they are 108. The division is like this. The Rig Veda has 10 Upanishads. Then in Yajurveda, there are 2 branches called Shukla Yajurveda and Krishna Yajurveda. This Shukla Yajurveda branch has 19 Upanishads. Krishna Yajurveda has 32 Upanishads. Then Samaveda has 16. And Atharva Veda has again a large number, that is 31. Altogether 108 Upanishads. So this is the overall structure, overall say number of the Upanishads. Then what is the subject matter in this Upanishad? As I said, out of these 108 Upanishads, 10 are considered to be major Upanishads. In fact, Shankaracharya has commented on 11 Upanishads. That is the 10 major Upanishads as we usually find. That is Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashna, Munda, Mandukya, Taittiriya, Chandogya, Aitareya and Bruhadaranyaka. So these 10 are called the 10 principal Upanishads. And there is another Upanishad called Shvetashvatara Upanishad. So on all these 11 Upanishads, Shankaracharya has given a commentary. So usually anybody who wants to do some sort of study of Upanishads, he studies these 11 Upanishads mostly. Then there are many other minor Upanishads also. So in all these major Upanishads, what is the subject matter? Basically, the Upanishad is about self-enquiry, about the knowledge of the ultimate. Knowledge of the ultimate means what exactly is the nature of that ultimate thing, what we call Brahman. Who am I? The question, Upanishad starts with who am I? What is the nature of this self? The self, as we see, it is a body, it has got a mind, it has got some senses, then it is able to see the external world, The external world, all the world around us is the laboratory. The mind itself is the laboratory. This is the data which we have. And what is the tool we have to do this self-inquiry? The same mind which is seeing the external world, the same mind which is enjoying all the things of the world, the same mind is the tool for knowing Brahmagyan also. So this tool, this entire body-mind complex is called the Jiva. Then what this universe is there which is all around us, and then we start visualizing, or we start speculating, or we start contemplating on what exactly is the nature of that ultimate. So that ultimate thing in Vedanta or Upanishad is called Brahman. And Upanishads, they say that whatever is there here is whatever is there in the universe. So what yatha pinde tatha brahmande. Or rather, whatever is there in Brahmanda is in your body. Your body is a microcosm of that huge macrocosm. And then there is above all things is that Brahman. And then ultimately that the Brahman is the thing which illuminates all these things. That ultimately that Brahma Chaitanya or Supreme Consciousness as it is defined, that Supreme Consciousness is nothing but you. Or rather, you are not different from that Supreme Consciousness. The example given is that of a small wave and the ocean. The wave is the individual consciousness. The ocean is the Brahma consciousness. Once the wave realizes that it is not a wave and it is the ocean, so it is Brahmajnana, like the individual realizing that it is he is not the limited consciousness which is there in this Antahkarana. But then he is that ultimate consciousness, he is the supreme consciousness. That is the message that thou art, that you are. It means the ultimate consciousness which you are calling Brahman is the same as you. So Upanishads, they propose the equation between these two, Brahma and the Jiva. The Brahman and the Jiva means the individual self. So Upanishad talks about the nature of Jiva. Upanishad talks about the universe. It talks about, he gives a sort of a formula for what is this creation. And then it ultimately tells you that Brahman and you are one and the same. And then it also tells you the means, the sadhana as you call it. Sadhana means what you call a seeker. The seeker undergoes some spiritual discipline. All that spiritual discipline is called sadhana. So Upanishads also tell you the sadhana, the way you can get at that truth. So these things are the subject matter of this Upanishads. Then the methodology which is adopted. What is the methodology? Purely by reason. Purely by reasoning. As I said, you have got mind which is the tool, body-mind complex. You have got the universe to see. And then these two things, basing on these two things, you have to contemplate, you have to look inwards. Looking outwards, you see the world. Looking inwards, you see the ultimate reality. So that is the methodology adopted in Upanishads. That is by tapasa brahma vijignyasasva, one Upanishad says, by only reasoning. Tapa means, the word tapa means alochana. Alochana means thinking. Only by thinking, only by reasoning, you try to know the self. By rejecting what all it is not. By rejecting the body is not the self, the mind is not the self. So like that you keep on rejecting what all you see, and then what ultimately remains, that supreme consciousness which you are, that itself is Brahman. So that is the message of the Upanishads. So this overall structure is like that. Thank you.